quitting alcohol. So I finally fucking finished the Beatles documentary, Get Back. 9 fucking hours of behind the scenes Beatles footage. And I tell you what, one of the most incredible fucking documentaries I've ever seen. You get to see the Beatles start out with the germ of a song, like Get Back. Get back, get back. Like they start out with a chord and some humming. Well, Paul McCartney does. He seems to be the fucking driving force of the whole fucking thing. Anyway, they start out with a chord, just like a fucking A or something. I don't know what chord it was. And some humming like, A, And then by the end of the documentary, that song's fucking, don't let me down, do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do. Don't let me down. Nobody ever loved me like she does. Oh, she does. Yeah, she does. It's actually fucking incredible to see. You get to see them fucking create the song from nothing. The fucking Beatles. John Lennon, Paul McCartney, Ringo Starr. I don't know what the fuck he was doing there. George Harrison, he was fucking over it. But there's 2 things that I took out of the documentary. 2 big things. The first one was John Lennon was the most pussy-whipped cunt in the history of cunts being pussy-whipped. I have never seen anything like it. Yoko Ono was in every single frame of the 9-hour documentary. It's unfucking believable. Like 2 hours into the 9-hour documentary, you just like, get her fucking head out of the screen. What the fuck is she doing here? This is you as a fucking watcher, as the audience. Imagine being a fucking Beatle. Imagine being fucking Paul McCartney trying to write a tune and looking over at John Lennon and seeing fucking Yoko Ono's head on his shoulder every time you're fucking trying to write something. And then she chimes in with shit as well. I mean, she says like 2 words the whole documentary, but she's in every frame. But she's whispering in fucking John's ear a lot. Shut up, bitch. Did you write Sgt. Pepper's? No, I don't think so. Shut up. And then at one stage, this pussy fucking whipped John Lennon. It's beyond anything. He is literally the most pussy whipped cunt in the history of pussy. He is worse than the guy that built the Taj Mahal for his missus. Even that dude who built the Taj Mahal for his missus and then fucking gouged out the eyes of the 200 architects who designed it, even he would be looking at John and Yoko just going, come on, dude. Fucking pull your shit together. What the fuck is she doing in the studio while we're recording the album? And it's even too much for ladies to watch this. My wife was going fucking nuts. It's too much. Even if you're a psychotic, like, clingy bitch watching this documentary, you'd be yelling at the screen going, Yoko, give it a fucking break. Anyway, at one point, the Beatles are fucking around just playing instruments, and Yoko jumps on the mic and does some of her screaming bullshit that, It's the same shit she was doing in that Chuck Berry thing when Chuck Berry was playing with John Lennon and Yoko starts screaming. Bill Burr rips on it. Type that into fucking YouTube. Bill Burr, Yoko Ono, fucking Chuck Berry. He slams her. Anyway, so she's doing the yelling shit, and it's just yelling. I don't give a fuck if she's a Japanese performance fucking artist or whatever the fuck she thinks she is. It was yelling. It was a screaming, yelling gargle. It was a horrific sounding mess. And Paul McCartney's on drums at the time, and he's having a little fun with it. He doesn't care. He's trying to get along because John Lennon has fucking got Yoko in the studio fucking 24/7. So I guess like Paul McCartney's just like, all right, let's have a little bit of fun with this anyway. So they're mucking around. She's screaming. And John Lennon afterwards was like, that was unbelievable. I want to put that on the record. Shut up, John. Shut the fuck up, Lennon. That's what I would have been like in the studio. I would have been like, what the fuck are you doing, Lennon? I get angry when John Doerr brings his girlfriend to an open mic, let alone fucking John Lennon bringing fucking Yoko to every single fucking meeting. I don't know how the fuck they put up with it. I can't believe Paul McCartney didn't just shoot John Lennon. And I know it wasn't just him being pussy whipped, because it was beyond that. It was fucking crazy. It was John Lennon and Yoko Ono doing some sort of performance art, some avant-garde bullshit. Like they were testing the limits of love or something like that. It was obviously a conscious decision. But still, I would have been swinging punches at fucking Lennon. He was infuriating me as well. Not as much as Yoko, obviously, but fucking hell. So that was the first thing I took from the documentary. The second is, I think I've fallen in love with Paul McCartney. I thought Paul McCartney was just like a guy in the band. I didn't know that he was pretty much the driving force behind the entire thing. Like John Lennon was the main man, like he was the boss, obviously. Although by the time Let It Be came out, that was very diminished. Paul McCartney pretty much wrote that whole album himself. John Lennon might have been the main man earlier before he met fucking Yoko, but fucking Paul McCartney, that cunt can just do anything. He was jumping on the piano, he was on the bass, he was fucking guitaring, he jumped on the fucking drums a couple of times. He would sing a ballad. He would fucking scream a fucking great rock and roll song. He was the one doing just about everything. What an absolute force of fucking nature Paul McCartney was, or is. He's still alive. I thought it was all John Lennon. And John Lennon, Jesus Christ, don't get me wrong, that cunt can sing, play the... He can do it all as well, but fucking Paul McCartney. For some reason, I was always like, fuck Paul McCartney. I don't know why. I think he got blamed by the public for breaking up the Beatles. It was Yoko and John Lennon's fault. Trust me. No one would be able to work with that. He was trying his hardest. I would have gone fucking insane if I was Paul McCartney. But he just really fucking blew my mind, Paul McCartney. I was like, that cunt can just do anything. So I looked up what he did after the Beatles, because I know he was in the band Wings, because I like that song Band on the Run. The first one said to the second one there, I hope you're having fun. And I was like, I'm just going to start listening to everything Paul McCartney does. So I look up Wings, and the first thing I see is Paul McCartney started a band with his wife as well. Linda McCartney was in Wings. And I'm like, this cunt's fucking Yokoing his band. You've got two fucking pussy whip cunts in the Beatles. Can't you just say no? You're not joining my fucking band? Aren't you a photographer? And couldn't John Lennon just say, no, you're not joining the band. Go make some fucking ramen art somewhere. I'll see you at home. Just absolute fucking chaos at Beatles headquarters. But I have a newfound respect for the Beatles. Fuck, I love the Beatles now. I sort of get what they did now. They kind of created their own genre of music called the Beatles. Because there's nothing quite like it. They just fucking could do anything, these cunts. But I highly recommend you watch it. I don't want to say too much about it because I'll ruin the 9-hour documentary. But if you've got 9 spare hours to watch this doco, it was done by Peter Jackson, the Lord of the Rings cunt. And it is well worth your time. And I don't care who you are, fucking male, female, trans, whatever. By the second or third hour of the documentary, you're going to hate Yoko as well. Anyway, that will do for tonight. If you're enjoying the podcast, give it a share around, and I'll see you the fuck later.